US politician Daniel Webster was warned away from being a lawyer in the 19th century because it was an oversaturated field. He then famously said that there's always room at the top and went on to have a successful career and make an impact on the world. And today I want to encourage you in your journey of building a highly successful business, of making an impact on the world, and in the midst of a growingly competitive and saturated marketplace, how you can stand out and know that there is always room for the best. Welcome to the channel today, and if it's your first time watching, an extra specially warm welcome to you. If you want to build a business that doesn't just mingle in the crowd but stands out from the crowd, makes money for you to live the life you dream of, but also makes an impact on the world, then consider subscribing to this channel, because that's the journey I'm on, and I'd love to have you along the journey with me as I create content around that topic. Speaking of our topic, before we get stuck into the topic of today, I want to give you a couple of quick short announcements. Number one is that we just launched our network nights. Now, these network nights are live in-person networking nights for anybody that's interested in building a brand online, a brand of physical products, whether that's Amazon, Shopify, wherever. We're holding these network nights after much demand from our private member community, and but we're making it open to everyone. We've got 3 nights running in London, Manchester, and Glasgow. I'm going to be touring around all of them to meet as many of you as possible. There's going to be cocktails and canapes. It's going to be really great nights. There's going to be encouragement. There's going to be real good stuff going on. So it's only a couple of months away. So the link will be in the description below if you want to grab a ticket to that. Tickets are cheap. It's just literally to cover the cost of food and drink. There's no profit being made. There's no products being sold at these nights. It's just strictly networking only. So hopefully you can join me there. Second announcement that we made recently, and just to remind you, is that we just launched Optimize, our Amazon optimization agency. Now, we've had it in the works since June last year. We've been running it as a beta launch with our private member community to make sure we got it really quality service offered to you, but also so the processes and everything are in place. We feel we're most of the way there now, and so want to offer it out to our wider community. Optimize exists to optimize your Amazon presence, to allow you to work less hours, make more money, and create more impact. And so we're hoping that with the services that we're providing for you there, you can leverage those to get that time back, to make more money, and to create more of an impact. So we're doing a special launch promotion, which is 10% off of all orders. It's already very competitively priced compared to anything else out there, but high quality, and you get 10% off all orders with the code YouTube. Use that at checkout and it'll take 10% off of whatever you order. So check it out. Let us know what you think. Any feedback you have about Optimize, please feel free to get in touch. Okay, so let's get into this topic. Is Amazon FBA saturated? Is the Amazon marketplace something that people can still enter into? In 2020, can I still start a business by selling products on Amazon? Now, it's a question I get literally all the time, because in reality, like many questions, there's actually a question within the question. The question isn't really, can I still build a business on Amazon? Does Amazon FBA still work, or is Amazon FBA saturated? Really, the question is this still easy, right? That's what a lot of people really, whether they realize it or not, are asking. Is this still easy? Can I still get rich quick? Is this still going to be something that's going to let me quit my job in 3 months' time, right? Those are the kind of things, the underlying things that people are asking. And if you're asking any of those things, the answer, I'm afraid to tell you, is no. Because if that's your goal and that's what you're trying to do, then yes, Amazon is too saturated for you. You see, this saturation that people talk about, it resides completely in this area of, wannabe entrepreneurs or wantrepreneurs that have been sold a dream that you can buy low on Alibaba, sell high on Amazon, easy money, just live it up. And, whilst that continues to be marketed by some, that's not the truth. There is still great opportunity, but the reality is that you actually need to have a mindset of delivering the best. Just like politician Daniel Webster, who said there's always room at the top. If you're building products and want to build a product-based business, what you need to have the mentality of is that there's always room for the best. There's so many different brands we can point to as examples of people delivering the best product that comes into a competitive market and overtakes it. Look at the brand Peloton. They've become massive viral marketing campaigns of late. They're like the cycling machines that feature videos that you can engage with the community whilst you're on your cycling machine. And they launched only in 2012, but are now one of the leading fitness products in the world, and they charge a premium price for it too. Stripe was far from the first payment processing system when they brought theirs out in 2010. But again, because they've delivered an incredible product, are now one of the market leaders. Airbnb were nowhere near one of the first people to offer accommodation on the internet. But again, incredible service, risen to the top because there's always room for the best. The examples could go on and on. Duolingo didn't hang around looking at other language education systems and think there's no room for us. They decided to create the best product and have now risen to the top of the market. You could say the same with Facebook when they looked at MySpace, and that list kind of just goes on and on and on, and we'd be here all day if we looked at all the examples. And now, whilst first to market is a beautiful thing, it's also a very rare thing. And so if you want to be successful in business, building a physical product business, there's a very rare chance that you're going to be first to market, but actually what you need to focus on is being best in the market. So listen, this is a mentality video today, and I want to urge you to slow down and adopt the right mentality. Instead of just looking for something that's just going to make you a little bit of margin and make you a little bit of money, realize that actually the most successful businesses in the world, they solve a real problem by delivering a real quality product. And when people ask me, are there still opportunities on Amazon? Absolutely. There are so many opportunities out there if you adopt this mindset. The reality is, if you're losing sleep over market saturation, then you've skimped out on product development. See, if you're worried about the next person that's going to be selling a fidget spinner just like yours, or an iPhone case that does exactly the same as the case you're selling, then you've skimped out on product development. And actually, what you should be focusing more energy on is developing a great product. The best brands in the world, you don't see them losing sleep over their poor quality competitors. What their energy is consumed by is developing their product to be the best it can be. Copycat brands always die out. Brands that try and replicate what everyone else is doing don't build brand equity. Real brands that create real value, that meet a real need, that serve a real purpose in the world, they create great products. So, on that note, what does being the best in your market actually look like? 3 things real quick in these last few minutes of the video. Number 1, of course, is a quality product. Marketing, listing optimization, PPC, these things can only get you so far, and they can't magically improve a poor quality product. If you haven't worked with your manufacturer and done market research and looked at how you can make a quality product and enter into the market with that, then there's a strong chance you're going to be swimming in saturation. The second thing you need to be doing in order to be the best in your market is to have a valuable offer. You need to have something that's actually valuable. When everyone else is selling yoga mats, what are you selling with your yoga mats? What are the value adds that you're bringing with that product that are going to change the way your customer sees that product? What is it with the purchase? What is it post-purchase? What are the things that you're doing to create value with the offer you're giving the customer? However, when you're doing this, you need to take the third thing into account, which is a unique approach. Just adding an ebook to your product is not a unique approach. Let me say that again. Adding an ebook to your offer is not a unique approach. It's something that was talked about doing years ago and is continually still talked about, and for good reason, because it's part of a potential plan you could do. It's one way of differentiating, but there are many people doing this now. Just simply bundling a cheap product, like if you are selling an electrical product and you add some cable ties with it that cost you 20 cents to source, whilst it's better than doing nothing, it's not necessarily a unique approach. And if you want to create results no one else is creating, then you need to consider approaches that no one else is considering. Consider what others are doing, but also consider what you could do to make something unique. Now, I really want to encourage you to follow along to this channel, follow along to our Facebook group, for which the link is in the description below. Follow along on my social channels, because one thing I'm really passionate about this year is bringing you guys on more of the journey with me, as I'm going to begin to document in the next few months as I launch a new brand and actually take you through the process with me of product development and how we're actually applying this stuff that I'm talking to you about in our day-to-day business. I'm kind of a bit bored of how this Amazon FBA guru industry is, and I'm going to bring some things to the table that's going to shake things up a little bit. So make sure you are following along, because like I say, I'm going to give you a whole load of behind the scenes stuff, and it's going to be an exciting ride. So if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel with those notifications on and get ready for that. Don't forget network nights, link in the description below. Optimize is launched, and if you do want to learn how to build a brand on Amazon and your own website and all over the interwebs, then check out the Brand Builder Bootcamp, and that's a free training that I provide that you can find the link in the description for. Also, if you have liked the video, smash that thumbs up button to let me know. And if you are in the product research phase, check out this video here where I talk all about budget for launching a product and what parameters you need to look between in order to be able to do this the right way. Really essential you watch this first before continuing with your product research. All right, I'll see you in the next one. See you real soon.